through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Appreciate your patience today as we got set and ready to go for the broadcast, and so happy to be here with you inside of MonPazPopcorn.com's What's Poppin'. We got a trio of awesome broadcasted segments we have here on Wake Up Call of many years. That starting with the Annoying Moment of the Week, proudly presented by Carvel DeWitt, followed by the wonderful, wonderful acronym. And I say the wonderful acronym because it has to do with God, and I say it because it is also connected to one of my brothers, and that being Jimmer Sikowski, who just had a birthday here very recently. So happy birthday, bro. Lead, learn, evolve, ad-lib, and deliver. Proudly presented by Chick-fil-A Cicero and Chick-fil-A Clay. And so much love to them. We're going to have a topic today, which is your time and your energy are precious. We're going to get into that topic, and we're going to announce the top dog of the week. We're going to do that all in the first hour, as opposed to what we typically do, which is spread this out a little bit more. We're doing that because we have two specials. My California specials are coming up here for you today. I'm really excited about this. I had the opportunity to speak with the two teams that are joining the ACC from the great state of California. And so you're going to hear from them this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. You'll hear from Cal Golden Bears head football coach Justin Wilcox. And at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, you will hear from Troy Taylor, the Stanford Cardinal head football coach, both in their first season in the ACC. Troy in his second season overall at Stanford, and Justin Wilcox in his 8th season overall at California. So those are going to air as their own individual specials, and because we have the California Connect going on today, that's why we have all this in hour number one. So without further ado, let's jump right into the annoying moment of the week. Let's go.
Dan Tortora proudly brings you...
Is that for real? Are you kidding me?
The annoying moment of the week.
I really, honestly, I don't know how to respond to this.
Presented by Carvel DeWitt, 4322 East Genesee Street. It's what happy tastes like.
Do you have to be that crazy? I guess so. The annoying moment of the week, baby. Let's go. The annoying moment of the week. What could it be? It could be so many things. Well, one of the things that's the annoying moment of the week for me is the fact that people don't listen to people anymore, man. Some of us do. I'm not going to say people don't do it at all, but man, are we in a strange place when people just can't sit down and have a conversation with each other, even if they disagree with each other. So I think one of my annoying moments of the week, I know that one of my annoying moments of the week is the fact that we could do a lot better of a job of being there with each other, being present in the moment and having conversations. Just having conversations. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, but guess what? Maybe you learned something. Right? Maybe you learned something. When I did the live broadcast last night with Isaac Alford, when we did our first edition of the season of Tortora and Alford, which you can follow through the Syracuse Orange men's basketball season, and before that, the football season that's going on right now, we were talking about a lot of things. And we were having a discussion, and Isaac said something, and I said, you know what? That made me kind of think about it. We were talking about NC State and Virginia Tech and what could be that 10th win if Syracuse was to get to 10 wins. And Isaac had some good points, and those good points made me think. And when I thought about it, I said, you know what, Isaac, you're right, and I might have to change my opinion a little bit here. See, in the world that we live in today, if you change your opinion, you're called a flip-flopper. You're not called someone who gained knowledge, rationale, wisdom. You're called someone who didn't know what they were talking about, didn't mean what they were talking about. Are there flip-floppers in this world? Of course there are, but there's also people that are like, you know what? I'm thinking about what you said. I'm taking in the stuff that you said. I'm trying to learn by what you just said. And maybe I'm learning and growing and evolving by what you just said. And if I'm doing that, then maybe I can adjust my opinion and adjust my thoughts because I'm learning. See, people get so stuck in the mud. They talk about gangs and how a gang's on one side and a gang's on the other side, and the gangs don't even know what they're fighting about anymore because they're just on these separate sides, and they've been on these separate sides forever. And you know what I would say? That's the same thing as political parties. They don't even know what they're fighting about anymore. They're just on one side or the other side. Some of them might know what they're fighting about. Some of them might not know what they're fighting about, but they continue to fight. And why are they fighting? Do they know? Do they even know? Do you even know? And it's an election year, and we're all Americans, but we don't talk like that. We don't talk like that. It's about rights for these people and not these people. It's about helping these people and not these people. It's about taking money from these people to give it to these people. I don't believe that racism works when you take it away from one group and target it at another. I don't believe that money works when you take it away from one group and give it to another. I believe that life works positively when you look to help every single person, whether or not they're rich, whether or not they're poor, black, white, blue, brown, Catholic, Muslim, Jewish, whatever. That we take the time to realize that it's not about helping one group. It's about helping every single person, because every single person was made in the image and likeness of God. And if we're all made in the image and likeness of God, there's not a single one of us that's more important than the other. So saying that you're going to treat somebody a certain way because that group has been treated better throughout history doesn't really help anybody. All it does is create more racism, more disconnect, more people that are angry at people. Because if you continue to divide people and continue to group people and continue to say this person is this way and this person is that way, that's never gonna make the world a better place. The only way that the world can be made a better place is if we treat everyone the same with love, dignity, honor. We give everybody a chance. We give everybody a chance. That's what it's about. It's not about saying, well, this group of people had more chances in history than this group of people, so we're going to take all their chances away because they had some in history. So we're going to take theirs away and give them to these people. So now they're going to get no chances, and they're going to get all the chances, and we're going to even it out. You don't even it out. And who's going to decide who gets what? Who's going to decide how you break it up? How about this? Give everyone the opportunity. What does it say? The life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Give everyone the opportunity. I give every single person I meet an opportunity to be a part of my life. I give every single person that I meet an opportunity. Now, sometimes it might be hard because they might be hanging with somebody that's really disrespectful. So I'm like, okay, if you're hanging with that person, what does that mean? But you have an opportunity to be a part of my life, and you walk your way in or you walk your way out. I don't look at a group of people and say they can't be a part of my life because they're in that group. I look at a group of people and I say to myself, I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'm going to give you an opportunity. And then you decide what you do with that opportunity. Because the people that were in my life that are no longer in my life, if you ask me why they're not in my life, there's a reason why all of those people are gone. And there's a reason why all of those people are here. We need to start treating people equally, kindly. And we need to start understanding that our interaction with people should be dictated on how they are. Not how we think they're going to be, but how they are. Nobody wants to be judged. Nobody wants to be put in a box. We want to be treated with kindness and respect. I don't want somebody to look at me and say, I've known 3 other Dans, and those 3 other Dans I known were jerks. So I think all Dans are jerks. So I'm not going to let you be a part of my life because you're a Dan. So you're probably a jerk. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair when you get into dating somebody and you say, well, the last 3 people I dated cheated on me. So you're going to cheat on me, and I'm going to check your phone every single second. No, that's not right. Because that person, whether they do cheat or not, is not responsible for what happened before. We are supposed to learn from our history, but we're not supposed to hold people accountable for things that they did not do. My other annoying moment of the week is when somebody does something wrong, talk to that person. Don't talk to somebody else. Don't yell at somebody else. Don't disrespect somebody else. People need to start acting like adults in society. How did we get to a point in our society in America where the adults are screaming and the children are watching y'all be idiots? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. And when did we come to a point in society when serious conversations and things that need to be handled are handled over text message from grown people? Handled over text message from grown people. Text message. How old are we? Grow up. That's the annoying moment of the week, proudly presented by Carvel DeWitt, 4322 East Genesee Street in DeWitt, New York. It is what happy tastes like, and we'll be back here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora right after this. In these unique times, there are those in our community that give us a sense of normalcy and positivity. Pizza Man on 50 Oswego Street in Baldwinsville has been here for you for over 35 years and is here now. Call 315-638-1234 or order online at pizzamanbville.com to bring those familiar tastes into your home. And remember to come see our monthly on-site broadcasts centered around the community and our Baldwinsville beats. Pizza Man in Baldwinsville. Any way you slice it, they are always here for you. Looking for your next ride? Look no further than Great Lakes Honda City, located on 7140 Henry Clay Boulevard in Liverpool, New York. Serving our community for decades, their new and pre-owned vast array of vehicles are available to you Monday through Saturday on site. To search from home, shop at GreatLakesHondaCity.com. Call 315-365-5576 to set up an appointment. That's 315-365-5576 for Great Lakes Honda City, 7140 Henry Clay Boulevard in Liverpool, New York. Great cars, great people, Great Lakes.
All right, you need to come out here and get yourself the Brooklyn Pickle. I was talking about this with one of my buddies. I was like, yo, there's no better sandwich in the state of New York than the Brooklyn Pickle. And now that I found out that they're going down to North Carolina, we are taking over your taste buds everywhere you are, wherever you're going to be. You need to get yourself out to the Brooklyn Pickle. Pinehurst, you just realized that you found yourself the best sandwich shop that you're ever going to have. This is a glorious moment. It's a blessing to your community. You're welcome. Brooklyn in the house, baby. Go over to the Brooklyn Pickle. You already know what it is.
You heard the man. Head to Brooklyn Pickle Pinehurst on 1788 Old Morgantown Road in Southern Pines, North Carolina.
Hi, this is Amy from Mother's Cupboard, home of the whole frittata. We are open daily 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. For takeout orders, call 315-432-0942 and tune in to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora for our monthly food challenge and try our Wake Up Call signature menu item available 7 days a week. Here at Mother's Cupboard, we are Central New York, and it's our honor to serve you.
Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory remind us that every day is worth celebrating at 201 7th North Street in Liverpool, New York. Open Monday through Saturday in-store and always online at maandpaspopcorn.com. Serving our Central New York community and beyond, order anywhere, anytime at maandpaspopcorn.com. Stop in to get a tin at Ma and Pa's on 201 7th North Street in Liverpool, New York to get your half-price refills for the rest of your life. Come to Ma and Pa's for your holiday gift giving for family, friends, employees, and clients. And remember, for fundraising and events, to call 315-450-6272. That's 315-450-6272. Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory. How corny are you?
This is Jimmer Sikowski, owner-operator of Chick-fil-A Cicero, 7916 Brewerton Rd in Cicero, right in front of the Home Depot. I had a deep feeling that God wanted me to do something bigger with my life and to help people, help others. I kept putting Chick-fil-A in my life, and I realized as I was going through the franchise selection process that positively impacting the lives of others was really core to what we do here at Chick-fil-A. First of all, it starts with the food. The food is brought in fresh daily. We bring in local produce. We prepare to order in the kitchen. We hand bread our chicken. We hand spin our milkshakes. It's great food. It doesn't taste like fast food. I think the second thing is the way people feel when they come in a Chick-fil-A restaurant. It's different. We try to treat people with intentional kindness here, which is very different and deeper than good customer service. And so I think it feels remarkable for most people to come in a Chick-fil-A restaurant. And then lastly, the impact that we try to have in the community is very different. It's a big part of the expectation of every operator of a Chick-fil-A restaurant is that they're actively engaged in their community, they're a leader in the community, and they're making a difference. When they realize that what we're striving to do is to shine a little light in their life, that's a very, very different experience than you will have in any other quick service restaurant. And it's that remarkable experience that I think people will emotionally connect with.
And welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports truly meets that thing called life. We appreciate you being here with us Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, up and down the East Coast, the Midwest, the West Coast, and all around the world. So make sure that you get over to see us on all of these channels. YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT, Facebook.com/WakeUpCallDT, and on WakeUpCallDT.podbean.com. So appreciate you being here with us Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And hour number 2 is going to air as 2 separate specials for my California previews, as I have Stanford and Cal for the first time ever on the broadcast. Very excited for that. Stanford's football for the second time, because I had Corey Etzel on the show. But for the first time ever, the head coaches of the Stanford Cardinal and the Cal Golden Bears are going to be airing worldwide on Wake Up Call. I cannot wait to share these with you. You're going to hear from Cal today in a separate broadcast that will air on Facebook.com/WakeUpCallDT and on YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT this morning. So make sure that you look out for that. The conversation with the Cal Golden Bears head football coach in his 8th season and first season in the ACC, Justin Wilcox, is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, the Stanford Cardinal head football coach Troy Taylor in his 2nd season with the team is going, and first season in the ACC, that's going to air at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time worldwide. So on the West Coast, they will air at 7 a.m. Pacific Time for Cal and 7:30 a.m. Pacific Time for Stanford. So looking forward to sharing those with you this morning. They're going to air as 2 separate specials, so they'll be outside of this broadcast that you're watching live worldwide right now. I just wanted to make a note of that so that you know how to pay attention and follow the shows today, because I don't want you to miss anything. So with that being said, we're going to jump into Lead, Learn, Evolve, Ad-Lib, and Deliver is the acronym that's here on Wake Up Call every Friday, proudly presented by the fantastic team at Chick-fil-A Cicero. Chick-fil-A Cicero on 7916 Brewerton Rd in Cicero, New York is not only a Chick-fil-A, it's a Chick-fil-A that, to me, that is even a step above the Chick-fil-A way. And that is thanks to their owner-operator, Jimmer Sikowski, who I think is a fantastic leader and a fantastic human being. We're going to have an all-new story coming from the wonderful people that work there, the team members at Chick-fil-A Cicero. That story is going to be coming up here over the weekend, where you have the opportunity to get an all-new episode of The Light Between Us, a positive segment coming from the team members and leadership of Chick-fil-A Cicero, which is here with you every single month. The Light Between Us and Lead are 2 pieces that we do with Chick-fil-A Cicero on 7916 Brewerton Road in Cicero, New York. Make sure you not only go there for the famous chicken sandwich and all the great things that they have to offer food-wise and their shakes and everything, but to also go there more than anything because of their faith in God, their love, their kindness, and the fact that they seem like a part of the world that has not broken itself apart, and that they're trying to put it back together. There's really good people there. It's a great place to go to be reminded of the morals and the values and common human decency that we all need to see. So, Chick-fil-A Cicero, you go there for the food, you stay there for the company. Thank you so much for all you do out there. Jimmer Sikowski and the team. Today's topic for Lead, Learn, Evolve, Ad-Lib, and Deliver is our energy and our time are precious. Our energy and our time are precious. Shout out to Jerry, who just got his PT done. He knows about his energy and his time. Our energy and our time are precious. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean, it seems pretty simple, right? But what I'm saying is what you spend your time on what you spend your energy on. That's all you got. You got a certain amount of time every single day, right? There's 24 hours, not 28 hours, not 27 hours. Can't call up God and say, hey, God, I messed up the first 10 hours of my day. Can I get them back, please? Can you extend this day a little bit longer? And you only have so much energy. And once that energy's gone, it's gone. And my dad told me that years ago. My father said to me, my dad, Ralph, he said, you only have so much energy in a day. Don't waste it. Because once it's gone, it's gone. I was talking to him about things that bothered me. There was things that happened this week that were ridiculous. Things that were ridiculous at the onset of them. Reading a message going, how is this even a problem? How is this even a thing? And then it became a thing and a thing and a thing, and there's another thing connected to that thing. And it was like, well, what time can you spend on this? It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's a waste of time. It doesn't make sense. It's illogical. It's irrational. And it's like talking to a brick wall. So what did I do? I spent too much time on it, too much energy on it. I handled it like a professional, I would like to think. I did everything I said I was going to do. But when I go back and I look at it, I wasted so much time. And I tend to waste a lot of time on the dramatic things that happen to me in life. I tend to waste a lot of time talking to the people that I love about why did this person do this and why did this person do that and why did they hurt me and why did they choose to say that. I spend a lot of time on that. And it is time wasted. I'm not saying you don't spend time trying to figure out a problem, right? But you can talk about the problem or you can talk about the solution. And the only solution to this problem was what I did. I stuck up for myself. I told the truth repeatedly. They didn't want to hear it. I kept telling the truth. I would tell it on a Bible. I would tell it if I was strapped up to a lie detector. So it's the same truth. You know, if you live your life like you're connected to a lie detector at all time, if you kind of put that in the back of your head, like if I was actually on a lie detector thing right now, I should be saying the same stuff, right? I shouldn't be like, well, I can lie because there's no proof. I don't believe in lying because lying always finds you. I don't believe in being a coward. I don't believe in yelling at people over text message. And we've had many conversations about that. It could be business. It could be a friend. It could be family. It could be someone you're dating. I don't believe in having full-blown text message conversations that are supposed to happen in person or they're supposed to happen hearing someone's voice. I understand you're at work and you want to say, I love you, babe. I love you back. That's fine. I'm talking about when you're having a conversation and you're really trying to figure things out, you know? Because I will tell you this right now. When I'm hanging out with a girl and she sends me these like negative, long, this is how I feel and this is the way, and all of the, not the this is the way from Mandalorian because I like that way, but they go just looking at, I got to be honest with y'all, I don't read the message half the time. Because if y'all look crazy in the first 3 sentences, I'm not reading the rest of it. And because I don't want to waste my time and my energy. It is not insensitive. It is not insensitive. It's, you know, sometimes somebody's wrong. Sometimes I am wrong. And when I'm wrong, I'm going to say, hey, my bad. And this week when I was going through text message ridiculousness, if I was wrong, I would have said, hey, my bad, I'll correct it. But I don't apologize anymore. I've had multiple conversations this week over text that seemed to be very simple, but ended up being very difficult. And again, because things get lost in translation on text messages, and going through them and having these conversations, I've had to go, okay, am I going to take responsibility for something I didn't do, or am I going to very nicely say, that ain't me? And that's what I did in both cases. I said, this was this and this was that. This is who I heard this from. This is who I heard that from. I'm not going under the bus for anybody. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. People tried to hit me when I didn't go under the bus. People tried to hit me when I was under the bus. So, or run over me, whatever you call it. So, your time and your energy are precious. They're precious. So spend it loving people. Spend it caring for people. Spend it helping people. I told myself I was going to do something that I haven't been doing. And that was every time somebody was mean, disrespectful, crass, rude, illogical, irrational, hateful toward me, negative toward me, I was going to immediately help somebody else. Whenever somebody threw dirt at me, I was going to go hug somebody, figuratively. Right? That every time something bad happened to me, I was going to go do good. And that's my challenge for myself, and that's my challenge for you. It's tough, but that's my challenge. My challenge to you is when the world spits on you, I want you to go be nice to somebody. And I don't want you to spit back. Don't spit back. You're going to want to spit back, but I can promise you that it's never going to make you feel better. So your time and your energy are precious. And if people cannot respect you as a person, if people cannot admit when they are wrong, if people fly off the handle, if they try to have conversations with you over text message and they don't seem to be getting it and they can't call you adults, connecting back to the annoying moment of the week, adults. So it's not all 16-year-olds having these text messages. So adults. So when adults have these conversations, make sure that you have them and you respect the other person. Make sure you treat someone the way you want to be treated. And when someone tells you the truth and gives you the facts and can actually substantiate that. Mine was very simple. I could substantiate it very easily. I could be like, refer to this. Boom, there it is. Case closed. Not a half-hour conversation. 2-second conversation. You screwed up. They screwed up. Here's the conversation. Go fix it yourselves. Keep me out of it. And that's the world that I want to live in. I want to live in a world where people can respect each other. I want to live in a world where people apologize. I want to live in a world where people are wrong when they're wrong and right when they're right, not right when they're wrong and wrong when they're right. And it ain't all gray, baby girl Lisa. It is, and that's from 90 Day Fiance. He didn't say that to her, but baby girl Lisa's from 90 Day Fiance. You got to watch it, baby girl Lisa. But man, they fought a lot on that show. By the way, I got to shout out Bridget because she watches 90 Day Fiance, and I haven't talked to anybody who's watched it in a while. That show is crazy, but you know, it's hard to pick out a fiance in years of being together. 90 days, let me tell you something. There's a reason why there's a 90-day rule at work. And typically people, I tell you this all the time, people show you in 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months who they truly are. I don't know why, but it's the rule of 3. There's a reason why there's a 90-day window when you start a job. 90 days where they can really gauge who you are. And I think that you need to put that into your relationships, put that into your business stuff, take a look at it. Because if I look into my 90 days, the problem that I had this week was rearing its head somewhat within 90 days. So make sure that you are just careful with the people you associate with and the time and the energy that you have. Because at the end of the day, whatever someone's done or said to you, the more time and energy you exert on it is the less you're going to have at the end of the day. And before you know it, it's nighttime. All your friends and family are asleep and you are exhausted of talking about something. And the person typically that did this thing to you or said this thing to you, they're already in bed. They're not even thinking about you. They probably went and screwed somebody else over. So that's the reality of it all. Stop wasting your time, your precious time and energy. Stop wasting it. And I'm talking to myself. And go out there and do good in this world. That's been Lead, Learn, Evolve, Ad-Lib, and Deliver. Proudly presented by the wonderful team at Chick-fil-A Cicero. Let's jump right into the top dog of the week. Top dog of the week. Yes, that's right. Canine Camp Dog Daycare and Canine Kampground Dog Boarding. The top dog of the week. This is so hard because I have so many people I can choose from. And that's such a good problem to have. Folks, there are great people in this world. Hold on to those great people. Love those great people. There are great people in the world. We always focus on the knuckleheads. Don't focus on the knuckleheads. Connect them back to Lead. Time and energy. Spend it in a precious way. My top dogs of the week. Man, I know I've said it before, but I'm going to say it when I need to say it. My parents. My parents. Because they're always there to talk to. Sometimes it's an easy conversation, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it goes a certain way, sometimes it doesn't. And what I mean by that is sometimes they want to talk about it and sometimes they don't. But I'm going to tell you something. My parents answer the phone. My parents are there for me. I love my mom and dad. My mom's doing a little project for me that she wanted to do. I didn't ask her to do it. She's like, I want to do something for the front of your house. I'm going to paint something, put it together, and let you have it. I love you, son. I'm going to make it real masculine. I'm going to make it nice. And I'm going to put it out there. By the way, there's nothing wrong with being masculine. There's nothing wrong with being feminine. Say word, okay? Toxic femininity, toxic masculinity, get those language barriers out of our society. Be a man, be a woman, enjoy your life, be proud of the skin you're in. Okay? A lot of us have fought to love ourselves. Don't let anybody take that away from you. My mom and dad are awesome. Love them, appreciate them. My mom's out here doing a cool project for me. My dad's out here defending me, helping me out with stuff. My dad willing to go out there and fight for what's right. And I appreciate that, and I respect that. I respect the fact that I'm a grown man, and to this day, my mother and father are like, you got it, we know you got it, but we got your back. And if you have parents that have your back, they should be your top dogs of the week. They should be your top dogs of the month. They should be the top dogs of the year. They should be the top dogs of your life. Because if you have people that love you deep, and they love you to a point where they will be there for you, rain or shine. Yeah, you might argue. Yeah, you might disagree. But when I need my mom and dad, I have my mom and dad. And God bless the good Lord gave me such a fantastic family. And I thank him every single day for the fact that I get to wake up in the morning and have parents that'll help me with my dog, help me with questions I have, help me to navigate through the world that I'm in. I love them. And I'm honored to be Daniel Michael Justin Tortora. Mom and Dad, you're my top dogs. I love you dearly. Proudly presented by K9 Camp Dog Daycare and K9 Kampground Dog Boarding. Here's a message from Renee from Bryan's Landing, located on 6523 East Seneca Turnpike in Jamesville, New York. Open Tuesdays and Wednesdays for dinner, Thursday through Saturday for lunch and dinner, and Sundays for brunch.
It's a lot like the way that my mom and dad ran their restaurant. We have put in place a lot of people that are family to us, very similar to how my dad hired people that were family to him. And then the tradition I'm carrying on is a lot of the items that are on our menu are my dad's. And he taught our chefs how to recreate his dishes. So I think that Tommy McNerney, who our executive chef is, to him it is an art. And I think that when he does create a dish, it's not just about making the food taste delicious, which is definitely our priority, but it's an art to him, and it's almost like his canvas on a plate where he just wants the colors to look great, and people love it because he takes pride in that. And Brian and I appreciate that. We want it to obviously look good and taste good. I will tell you, when we opened up, it was 6 weeks before COVID. And what was amazing was the community, our friends and family stepped up, and everybody did takeout. Everybody supported us. Our hearts were just so filled. So to Brian and I, obviously our friends come all the time, and we just have repeat customers in Jamesville, and I think people going to our previous restaurant in Green Lakes are making the trip to come to Bryan's Landing to support us. And I mean, I think we have great food and a great atmosphere. So it's very, very important to us.
Head to Bryan's Landing, located on 6523 East Seneca Turnpike in Jamesville, New York, where memories have become recipes that are now meals to share with you. Tuesdays and Wednesdays for dinner, Thursday through Saturday for lunch and dinner, and on Sundays for brunch. And be sure to come out for live music Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Here is a special message from Brian Bruno, owner of Servomation Refreshments Incorporated.
I grew up in the family business, had the experience of working for a national food service company with thousands of employees, and as much as I enjoyed the experience I had, there was something about, owning my own company and being able to change the things I saw wrong with the industry firsthand, which is why I moved back to my hometown in Canastota, New York to launch Servomation. It was back in 2007. We When we first started the business in '07, really you didn't find any machines with credit card readers. There was a lack of variety in machines. You got stuck with basically whatever the vending company wanted to sell that day. There was a lot of inefficiencies in the business, and those were all things that we saw as opportunities, both from a customer level to improve and from an operating level to be more efficient. We've really been at the forefront of introducing retail technology into our space. We were doing self-checkout back in 2009 before it really became a national phenomenon. The whole point of it isn't to just improve the customer experience. It's to make it feel more like a retail environment where people don't have to be afraid of what they're buying behind glass. They don't have to be afraid of not being able to see the ingredients of the packages. It was an easy transaction from that standpoint. If we were to reinvent something, we wanted to make sure what we were making looked and felt more like a deli and not like something that you would traditionally see in a vending machine. I was tired of hearing for years the customers say the wheel of death because the vending machine would circle around with the same tuna salad in it. What we wanted to do was it really change the perception of that food. So allowing customers to touch it, allowing customers to feel the weight of it, allow customers to see the freshness of it, and also the variety of it really helps them change the perception and ultimately the value of what we bring to them. The point of differentiation you have to make is either in value or the quality. And I think on both of those fronts, Servomation has really, in large part, changed that value system for employees. So they no longer have to worry about bringing their food from home or having to leave their desk during the day and rush out to get back in time for their break to end. We're bringing something that they can count on in their break room every day, and they know it's going to be there, they know it's going to be fresh, and they don't have to worry about it being sold out or something that they don't enjoy. We've also heavily invested in flavored water machines, so you can get a glass of water with a fresh piece of fruit in it, along with bean to cup coffee machines. So there's not a day that goes by we're not surprised when we get customers that call us and say, we didn't know you could do all this. We're really lucky to have a strong group of dedicated employees. Most of our employees have been with us since inception. They're family to us, and people like doing business with people they like and trust. And I think the same thing goes for employees. In a day and an age where there's a lot of corporations that just look at an employee as a number and don't get to know them, that's just not the way I was raised or how I like to do business. So we're a little old-fashioned. We like getting close to our employees. We like knowing how we can help them. We like knowing how we can improve their lives, adjust their schedules, whatever it may be to help improve their quality of life. And we think in the end that makes for a happier employee. We're fortunate enough to have really grown over the last several years, and from Pennsylvania to Massachusetts to Connecticut, we really do have a strong connection, even though we're not in the rooms every day with these employees. There's not one single employee that we feel like we don't know, and certainly we know they can call us at any time, and they're definitely treated as family to us. I wake up every single day really excited to surprise our customers in a good way. The one thing I can tell you is I think that every one of our employees and every one of our customers will continue to be at the forefront of every decision we make.
Find out how Servomation can help you and your business by going to servomation.com. Avicoli's, located on the corner of Route 57 and Wetzel Road in Liverpool, New York, has been your trusted neighbor for decades. Located just steps from Liverpool High School, we're happy to have the Liverpool Warriors on-site, on-location broadcast at Avicoli's through Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora every single month, featuring student athletes, coaches, and administration throughout the year from Liverpool High School. Head out to Avicoli's today on the corner of Route 57 and Wetzel Road in Liverpool, New York, open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch, dinner, and drinks. We'd love to see you out there, and of course you can call them at 315-622-5100 for takeout, delivery, and catering. That's 315-622-5100, and also find them on myavicolis.com. That's myavicollis.com. Having peace of mind when you're out of town that your furry-loving friend is safe and sound means taking them to Canine Kampground, because we all know that when it comes to the love of our pets, it goes well beyond the call of duty to make sure they're safe and sound. Right, Lily? So take a ride to 242 Johnson Street in East Syracuse, New York, and see Canine Kampground and where your dog will be staying, in the classic cabin, the executive cabin, the grand cabin, or of course the luxury cabin, because if you know Lily, you know she loves luxury. Now you don't have to wait to the last minute to find a family member or a friend that'll take your dog for a few days. Call Canine Kampground at 315-299-4013. That's 315-299-4013. Their drop-off and pickup times are Monday through Sunday. Check K9Kampground.com for more information. That's the letter K, the number 9, and Kampground spelled with a K.com. K9Kampground.com.
When you're going out of town, bring your dog to Canine Campground.
Carvel DeWitt, it's what happy tastes like. Do you know why? Because we make ice cream. Creamy, rich, flavorful ice cream. Not yogurt or iced milk like some of our competitors. Ice cream. Fresh, by hand, daily. For the calorie conscious, we have something new for you. Our new Carvelite. Same great flavor, creaminess, and texture of our regular ice cream with only 35 calories an ounce. So whether you want an ice cream cake, flying saucer, dasher, carvalanche, hard or soft ice cream, we will satisfy your craving with our fresh, handmade regular or new Carvelite ice cream. Carvel DeWitt. It's what happy tastes like.
The Wildcat Sports Pub in Camillus, New York is located on 3680 Milton Avenue in the Home Depot Plaza. It is your family-friendly sports bar and restaurant. Folks, some sports bars aren't family-friendly. Some family-friendly restaurants are not sports bars. The Wildcat Sports Pub in Camillus, New York is proud to be both. It is that marriage that you've been looking for years. The Wildcat Sports Pub is your home base for your sports bar and restaurant needs, games for the kids, indoor and outdoor activities, and enough things on the menu to come back every single week and get to try something new. They're open Sundays from noon to 8 p.m., Monday through Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Thursday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to midnight. For reservations and party information, call 315-487-2222 for the Wildcat family-friendly sports pub and restaurant.
GG Cards and Breaks. Like, comment, subscribe.
GG Cards and Breaks, your one-stop sports card and trading card shop, is open for you Tuesdays, 10 a.m., Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on Sundays from 10 to 5, right there on 639 Delmar Place in Syracuse, New York, right off of Teal Ave. I was there yesterday having a great time with the crew, Josh, Anthony, Alex, Joel, and so on and so forth. Thank you all at GG Cards and Breaks for what you do to create such an awesome community of sports card collecting, trading card collecting, and being a big kid and having a ton of fun. I love going in there. I love spending time there with the guys and just getting to learn about things that I don't know, collect things that I love, find new things to love to collect. And it really is just an awesome, timeless hobby that spans decades and lifetimes for men and women and kids here in Central and Upstate New York. They are the beacon here in Central and Upstate New York and beyond. For those of you coming into town, head to GG Cards and Breaks. For those of you in Central and Upstate New York, you got a family at GG Cards and Breaks of sports card and trading card collectors, and we get to all meet up every single month with Trade Night. So make sure that you stay close to our social media and GG Cards and Breaks to find out when that's going to be. We look forward to seeing you soon, and you can head off to GG Cards and Breaks today. Tuesday through Saturday, open 10 a.m. to 6, and on Sundays from 10 to 5. With that being said, here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, thank you so much for tuning in. The Annoying Moment of the Week presented by Carvel DeWitt. Lead, Learn, Evolve, Adlib, and Deliver presented by Chick-fil-A Cicero and Chick-fil-A Clay. And the Top Dog of the Week presented by K9 Camp Dog Daycare and K9 Kampground Dog Boarding. Watching and listening on YouTube.com, Facebook.com, both /WakeUpCallDT, and on WakeUpCallDT.podbean.com, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And, of course, Amazon Music, Audible, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts, Player FM, Podbean, Podchaser.com, Podvine, Spotify, TuneIn, and YouTube. Search Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, or one word, Wake Up Call DT. Big time thanks to all of our incredible partners, and we are the exclusive multimedia marketing partner of your Lemoyne College Dolphins, Bryan and Stratton College Bobcats of Syracuse, and your Binghamton University Bearcats. Find all of them by going to youtube.com /WakeUpCallDT. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell, and find the playlist for each team. You'll also find them all on WakeUpCallDT.com. For more information, go to LeMoyneDolphins.com, Syracuse.bscbobcats.com, and BUBearcats.com. With all of that being said, I want to thank you for tuning in to today's show, and there is plenty coming up, so make sure that you go and check it out. Kevin says it, family's what it's all about, and Jerry said, thank God they're still with you. Speaking of my parents, you should be top dog for the son that you are. Thank you, man. You're going to make me cry. I'm going to get off air before I do that. Much love to Jerry, to Kevin, and to everyone that's been so supportive and so amazing. And now, without further ado, stay here on youtube.com/wakeupcalldt and facebook.com/wakeupcalldt, because you are about to get our dual special with the California Connection. I am so excited. I've been waiting impatiently to share these with you. Cal's head football coach, Stanford's head football coach, coming up right now on these channels. Stay with us all around the world. God bless. No stress. Do your best. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you at the Wildcat for our fantasy football drafts. Take care.